mucosa, tissues, organs, and even living bodies. Jimbo Pharma focuses on life sciences and successfully completed the 10 following sector analysis items, which are included in the International Protein Data Bank, PDB. Jimbo Pharma has prepared the world's first recombinant humanized type 3 collagen through more than 20,000 experiments, which is a functional protein with the same sequence and structure as human collagen and at higher activity. Humanized collagen can intelligently identify cell loss, Earth cells conduct deep learning like AI, complete cell self-regulation in 28 days, and realize tissue and organ repair and reconstruction to obtain maximum benefits at a low resource and environmental cost. Jimbo Pharma is the first in the world to realize the standardized mass production of recombinant humanized type 3 collagen. It synthesizes collagen in E. coli, like cell factory, and biosynthesis technology, achieves large-scale production through fermentation technology, and obtains ultra-pure collagen with a purity higher than 99.9% through purification technology. Adhering to the principle of green and sustainable development, safety, controllability, and large-scale production, Jimbo Pharma has broken through the 3 major problems in the application of biological diets. Making technology applied in not only laboratory, but also tens of millions of thousands. Jimbo Pharma is a biological science research and development platform for planning the future of life and exploring the limits of life research.
ASEAN is a regulatory affair technical service provider, 2006 established and headquartered in China, Beijing. OCI generates and covers the business legal compliance of raw materials and finished products at Far East and ASEAN areas. OCI is the vendors of the 120 multinational corporations of world's top 500 to be their technical consulting agent and service provider respectively. Currently, our compliance business covers 4 aspects in the fields of chemicals, cosmetics, and new ingredients, novel food and food additives, fertilizers, feed and pet food, assessment reports of compliance strategies for imported products, technical support for supply chain compliance, etc., as well as technical support for policies and regulations prior to the launch of new products to ensure that the new
Good morning. Welcome back to the second day of the ASEAN Personal Care Technology Summit. I'm Dee again, your host today. Yesterday we had privilege of enjoying 13 highly informative presentations from experts in the personal care and packaging industries. Today, we are excited to continue our learning journey with 4 more experts whose insights I'm confident you will find both fascinating and valuable. Before we dive into today's sessions, we would like to take a moment to acknowledge our partner associations who help us put this momentous event together. ASTI Wellness and Spa, Association of Indonesian Cosmetics Companies or PPAK, Indonesian Essential Oil Council or DAI, Indonesian Packaging Federation or IPF. We would also like to thank our business partners without whom this conference would not be possible. Wengdong Xiaowei Packaging Technology Company Limited, Guangzhou Barrel Industrial Company Limited, Shanghai Tracing M&E Company, or Lexa Mix, Spectrum Industry, Foshan Weihuo Plastic Industrial Company Limited, Guangzhou StarTech Science and Technology Company Limited, Shanxi Jinbo Biopharmaceutical Company Limited, Shandong Jitai Biotech Company Limited, Changzhou Weituo Technology Company Limited, PT Kongka Indonesia Trading International, Shandong Jitai Biotech Company Limited, Welsaga Biotechnology Company Limited, and Odyssey Compliance Incorporation. A heartfelt applause for all of them, please. Okay, I'll start. Now let's move on to our presentations. We have an exciting lineup ahead, so let's dive right in and make the most of the valuable insights of our speakers have prepared for you. Our first speaker is the Halal Partnership and Audit Services Director of the Assessment Institute of Food, Drug and Cosmetic. Established in 1989, LPPOM-MUI is responsible for halal product inspection, including document adequacy assessment, audit scheduling, conducting audits, holding auditor meetings, issuing audit memoranda, and presenting audit reports during the MUI Fatwa Commission meetings. Everyone, let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Musli. Share out of applause, everyone.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi Ibu sekalian. Di sesi ini saya akan menjelaskan terutama tentang regulasi. So our sessions will deal with the regulation of our certification for especially for cosmetics. I will introduce some words for this introduction, and then we will discuss what our regulation, and the last one is the procedure and criteria of the halal certification. So the first one, halal means, this is the article, halal means it is allowed to be consumed or to be used by a Muslim, and now not only for the religion purposes, but halal also become mandatory for food, beverage, drugs, and cosmetics, and also for cosmetics, some cosmetics. So now, because of the new law number 33, 2014, and law number 6, 2023, then the status of the last certifications become mandatory. Actually, halal certification has been started from 1992 or 1993, but until 2019, the status is voluntary. So starting from 2019, the halal certifications become mandatory. Of course, with different deadline for food, we have a different deadline for food, cosmetic and also drugs. So the first one, we have a PPGPS. This is the Halal Product Assurance Agency. So in the past, before this October, yeah, so PPGPS is the new agency under the Ministry of Religious Affairs. But starting from last October, this agency is under President. So this agency is not part of the cabinet, but the PPGPS is under President. So we got that way to the President. And we may say that the PPGPS is the technical regulator of the halal certification. And then the certificate will be, second one, certificate will be issued by the PPGPS. And in our case, I mean in cosmetics area, cosmetics products, the certificate is based on, will be issued based on the MUI quality. So once the MUI, the part commission of the MUI say yes for the audit report of the cosmetic products, then PPGPS will issue the certificate. So because according to the regulation, actually we have two type or two scheme of the halal certification. The first scheme is the regular scheme. So the regular scheme is for all cosmetics, drugs, and also for majority of the products, foods, I mean. And then also for the imported products. But for the specific for some foods, some benefits, and some supplement, we also have the second, the scheme number 2, what we call by the safety care. But this scheme is only for the micro and small enterprises, not for all companies. So that's why for all regular scheme, the decision of the halal certification is under MUI Fatwa Commission. Second, MUI Fatwa Commission. So MUI is Majelis Ulama Indonesia, an Islamic scholar, you can say that. It's NGO, this is not part of the government, and again, we are the decision maker on halal audit design in regular scheme, And then MUI will issue the halal decree when they say yes for the audit result, and then based on this halal decree, the PPGPS will issue the halal certificate. And my organization, People, we are the inspection agency or inspection body, or we are the organization who conduct the halal audit. So in the Indonesian system, the halal audit is done by LPS, Lembaga Pemeriksa Halal or certification body, and we have more than 70 LPS. And then the report of the audit report for the halal, from the halal audit will be reported to the MUI Fatwa Commission meeting, and then the MUI Fatwa Commission meeting, they will make a decision. Okay, the second point, halal regulation. So as mentioned before, we only have 2 laws in terms of the halal. The first one is law number 33, 2014, and the second law is law number 6, 2023. So this law number 6, actually this is the new versions of the job creation law. So this is the revise of the previous job creation law. Yeah. And based on this law, then the halal certificate is lasts forever. So if you have the certificate before March last year, then the certificate is still valid for 4 years. but because and then the certificate that issued after this law implemented, then the validity became last forever. So in the new version of the certificate, the BPJS also only put the date of the issuance. So it is that this certificate is valid last forever. And then we also have the new government regulation number 42. 2023. So this is the revised version of the government regulation number 39 2021. And in this regulation, we find one of the point is for the small and micro enterprise who produce the food. So the deadline for our certificate has been postponed until October 2026. But for medium and big scale enterprises, the certification for food and beverage, the deadline was October this year. So we can find this deadline on this government regulation. And then we also have the decree from the Ministry of Religious Affairs. We have two types, two number 748 and 944, 2024. This is quite new. In this decree, you can find the detailed list of the products that must be certified. And then the last one, we also have the decree of the Ministry of Religious Affairs, number 1360, 2021. So in this list, sometimes we call it the positive list. So if you find your product in the positive list, then our certification is not mandatory. It's not mandatory. Or if you have a material in the positive list, then it is not requested to provide any supporting documents for this material. In other words, all of the material in the positive list, we call it as halal products, halal materials. So no need to be supported with the specific documents. We have some points, some important points from this law and regulation. The first one is all distributed product in Indonesia must be halal certified, except two. The first one, this product is clearly haram. Haram means it is not allowed to be consumed by a Muslim. So if it is clearly haram, then it is not allowed to be certified. So like a whiskey or lime or wine, it is haram for Muslim. So we cannot consume. As a Muslim, we cannot consume these products, and this product is not eligible to be certified. The second one, all products listed in the decree of the Ministry of Religious Affairs number 1360, what I mean with the positives. So, if your products belongs to one of two items, then classification is not mandatory. But for some cases, because of the requirement from the customer, sometimes the products in the halal positive list, the manufacturer also apply for the halal certification. Sometimes because there is a requirement from the customer, and sometimes PBGS accepted this application because maybe for them it is not clear that the product belong to the positive. But sometimes if they know, then they will reject the application. So because let's say if you apply for, let's say, hydrochloric acid or sodium hydroxide, then this is very clear for them. But if you put the product name as a brand, then it is not easy for them to identify whether this product belongs to the positive list or not. Okay, then products here, we refer to the regulation. Products here, actually, there are two types of the products. The first one is the finished goods, the second one is services. So this is quite more so. Before, when we certify the products, the scope is only for finished goods. Almost no services that apply for the RCDs. But according to the regulation, services also, some specific services also must be certified. So now we see the one by one. For the finished goods, this is the detail. The first one is food, beverage, cosmetic, and drugs. So that's the first category of the finished goods. The second one is chemicals, biological product, and genetically modified product related to food, beverage, and cosmetic. So number one and number two is still related with the food, beverage, and food, beverage, cosmetic, and drugs. But the third one is different. The third one is consumer goods that come from the animal source or use animal-derived material. So for this one, like packaging. So packaging is belong to the consumer goods. Packaging, clothes, shoes, also. But for the consumer goods, the mandatory is only for the products which come from the animal sources or use any animal-derived materials, not all. Okay. And then for services, all services related to the slaughtering process, processing, warehousing, distribution, marketing, and display. And for the services, also, the note is not only services actually, the services that related to food, beverage, craft, and cosmetics. Not all. And this is from the regulation. But if we go to the practical business, and then what they mean here is the slaughterhouse, the toll manufacturing, logistics, and also retail. But again, toll manufacturing, logistics, and retailers, their certification is mandatory only for those services who manage food, beverage, drug, and cosmetics. Not all. And this one is the deadline. This comes from the government regulation number 42, 2024. The fourth one for the food and beverage, but it's especially for the medium and large company. Okay. The deadline October this year. For the micro and small enterprises and also imported products, the deadline has become October 2026. Based on the government regulation number 42, 2024. The additional medicine and supplement here, October 2026. Another medicine, and then another medicine here, and then cosmetics. So that's our scope, right? Cosmetics, the deadline will be October 2026. Then we go more. Okay, so then the consumer goods, 2026. This is the consumer goods. Another type of the consumer goods, the medical device. They have a level A, B, and C with a different deadline. And then the timeline of the services follow the timeline of the product that they manage. So it means that the logistic who manage the food and cosmetic the food. So the deadline has been passed, October 2024. So if we go more detail for the cosmetics, yeah, if we learn from the decree of the Minister of Religious Affairs, number 748/2021, we find that the scope of the cosmetics that must be certified, not only the finished goods, but also the materials. Also the materials. Yeah. So all the material for the cosmetics also must be certified, are certified. And then for the services, as I mentioned before, for manufacturing, logistics, retailer, that means the cosmetics. So they must be certified also by October 2026. So now we move to the second, the last agenda things. For the procedures, I put just the simple one, the first one. If you want to get the certificate for your products, cosmetics, so you have to submit the application to the Sihara BPGB. So Sihara is the platform of the BPGB, Sihara. And then all of this data, all of this application data, the application will be reviewed by BPGB. If they say yes, it is complete, then they will issue the invoice. And the company has to pay the invoice. And then the next process is the audit, on-site audit. And then after audit, the auditor will present the audit result on the FATWA and UI FATWA Commission meeting. This meeting is scheduled every Wednesday. So this meeting is the main part, the main goal for this meeting is to make the decision about if it's halal or not, the products. And then once they say yes, the MUI will issue the MUI decree, and then based on this MUI decree, the BGS will issue the RC. So this is the MUI decree. So actually, the MUI have two types of the MUI decree. There are two types. The first one is we have the green frame here. This for the local certification. I mean, if you need a certificate, PPCP certificate, then you need this one. And based on this one, the PPCP will issue the halal certificate. But for specific countries, if you also send your product to specific countries, Uni Arab Emirates, and also the Turkey, then this certificate cannot be used because these two countries have a specific rule. Actually, our certification at Uni Arab Emirates or Turkey is not mandatory. It's not mandatory. But if you want to send the product to these countries and you claim your product as halal, you claim your product as halal. I mean, you put the halal logo in the products, then you need this one. You need this one. And you have a decree for the export, the blue frame. Because for Uni Arab Emirates and Turkey, when you claim your product as halal, you have to provide a certificate from the organization that has been accredited by them with their standard. And until now, BPGA is not yet accredited by them. It's only people that has been accredited by them. So that's why for these purposes, MUI provide this MUI halal decree for specific export. UAE market and Turkey market. And then again, only if you want to claim your product as halal products. Okay, then the last one I think is the 5 criteria of our certification. SPAs mean Halal Product Assurance System. This is the criteria, commitment and responsibility, material halal product process. In Bahasa, we call it process product halal, and the product set, and then monitoring and evaluation. The detailed requirement for this criteria you can find in the degree of the head of the business, number 57, 2021. And I just put in the last slide, just put the key success of the last certification. When you can guarantee these 2 points, I can say that 95% or 99% you are ready for the last certification. The first one, you ensure that all of the facility that come into contact with material or products, they are POC-free facility. POC-free facility means that since there are 2 types, the first one is since from the beginning there is no porcine derived material. The second one, if in the past this facility has contacted with the porcine derived material, then you have to wash. Second time with the water, one of them with the normal cleaning reason. And then after this cleaning, you have to make this facility as a porcine. So that's what we mean by the POC-free facility. So here question, so sharing facility is okay. So it means same facility means that the same facility, sometimes for halal, sometimes for the uncertified product. As long as there is no porcine material, then it will be okay. The second one, you have to provide the sufficient supporting documents of the material, only for the critical material. So if we learn under English, actually there are 2 types of the material. The first one is what we call the positive phase. So if you are material in the positive phase, then you don't need to provide anything. The second one, the rest, you have to provide plastic. That's from the reason. But because we realize if we implement this regulation, then it will be very hard for the country because to get the certificate for the critical matter is not easy, especially if you buy from the other countries. It's not easy. So that's why, and when the MUA Fatwa Commission make the decision, they still use, or they still make a decision based on there are 3 types of the material. The first one is the positive phase, it's okay. The second one, for some certain material, only from certain material, the company has to provide plastic for the critical material. But the third one is, this is also the critical material, but plastic is not a must. So I give you an example for the last time. So you use like glycerin. Because we know the process, we know the material. So for the glycerin, if you can provide the statement from the manufacturer that this glycerin comes from the, let's say, palm oil, then it will be sufficient. No need to provide plastic. No need to provide. So there's 3 types of the material, let's say, still used in the Fatwa Commission meeting because they realize if they ask all of them all material they need to have a certificate, then it will be very hard for them. It will be very hard. So I think that's all my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lenwick. I think we still have time for question and answer. Okay.
You first.
Thank you, Pak Kapolres, for the presentation. My name is Rizal of PT Prioritas Jaya Indonesia, also the member of PPA Cosmetic Indonesia. My question is actually based on daily basis. If we go to restaurants or cafe or food stalls, I say sometimes they put the halal logo on front door or any visible spots, just to inform to customer that their product is safe and also. So how about the no pork, no lard sign? Does this logo has the same level of the halal according to BPOM, or does it, how is that place classified? Does it still, is their product still safe to consume or what?
Okay. So because we talk about the restaurant, okay? So we have two types of the restaurant. Let's say the first one is the restaurant who owned by the micro and scale enterprises. The second one is the owner is the medium or big enterprise. For the second one, restaurant, they must be certified. Actually, the deadline has been passed because the deadline is October this year. When they put the logo, actually we can check. You can check the number. We can put in the. We can check in the website of the Sihara PDCBS. So we can write a number and put in the website. We can check if it is true or not. Because actually we can download the logo and we can put without us legally. Actually we can do that. And but if you want to make sure that the restaurant has been certified, then you can check to the website. The second one, for the no pork, no lard, that's not the status of the halal, because if we learn from the criteria, not only no pork, no lard, the critical menu, the materials, not only pork, no lard. The facility also critical, the standard also critical, not pork, even if they use some seasoning. Let's say the seasoning, if they use the meat, or chicken or beef. So according to the criteria, chicken or beef must be cut by a motion with a specific procedure. So that's why normally for chicken or beef we need RCP. So not only, I mean, if the cutting process or slaughtering process is not done according to the Islamic law, then the chicken or beef is become haram. So the animal is halal, but the meat is haram because the slaughtering process is not done according to the Islamic law. We have to see how the government will control this process. It is very clear. That many of the food or beverages that do not certify. It's very clear. Many. Even the deadline has been passed. So then we have to wait how the government will manage this process. Okay.
Okay. We have another question. Okay, you.
Yes, my name is Hani. I'm from Penang, Indonesia. I asked about the farmer who is produced the essential oil. So many farmers, small farmers, they didn't have the halal, which they difficulty to sell for the manufacturers, small manufacturers. how can we work from them? Because it's sad for them. There is no people who want to sell to her.
Yeah.
And can you, is halal or not? Essential oil like patchouli oil, nutmeg oil, and the others. We have so many in Indonesia that are not have. Thank you very much.
Okay, so essential oil, we learn the process. This is not a critical material because the process only distillation.
Oh, the positiveness?
Yeah. So if you use essential oil,
Yes.
use essential oil,
Yes.
then we don't request any supporting specification or
I
design.
can sell
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. So this comes from the best practice of the fabrication part. Yeah. But the situation is different if the customer asks them to be certified.
Yes.
So that's another thing. That's another thing.
And then
Then
we cannot
because it's come from the customer, not come from the regulation, not come from the fatwa.
if I want to buy urban, and because I'm we have a halal certificate,
Yeah.
how can
Just fine.
Right.
Just fine because as no oil is not a critical. Yeah. So if you are a buyer, then just fine. No need to ask them to be certified.
I'm a manufacturer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to sell, I'm a fragrance division.
Yeah.
I want to buy from them as
Yeah.
well.
Don't ask them to be certified. Don't ask them. It's not necessary. Yeah, it's not necessary. Essential is not critical material.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. No more? Okay. We have one more. I think you'll be the last one for now because later we will have an open forum. You can collect all your questions for later.
Thank you. Ms. Nia, small manufacturing medical product. In a previous question, you said that there's no need for essential oil to be having this certification. But what if my product is, let's say, in a shower cream or in a form of lotions? So I need to make a statement that this product is halal, right? So in the process, I need to submit the documentation of my raw material, including the essential oil. How if the case is like that?
So your product is a lotion, then you have to apply for our certification.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to claim that my product is halal.
And for the essential oil, you just have the specification maybe or the statement will be sufficient. No need to ask them to ask your supplier to have a certificate.
So so it's like a blank document for the essential oil?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I can skip the document for only the essential oil, and for the other raw material is still with their own paper, right?
Yeah. So you have to check for the others. You have to check the percentage. The degree of the Minister, this is a file number 1360, 2021. So if you find also the other material in this case, then no need also to put any supporting.
Can you please show the regulations so that I can follow?
You mean the degree? Okay. I will send to you.
Thank you so much.
I will send to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Moslish. A round of applause, everyone. If you have other questions for him, again, we will have an open forum later. Also, feel free to approach him during the break. Before we continue to our next speaker, I would like to announce that we have available slots for factory tour. Please note that only those who attended yesterday and today's session will be able to join or eligible to join the visit and tour at PT Shenyang Technology. Later, I will be announcing the list, and those who are not here will be removed as usual. Okay, the next presenter is from the Aroma Fragrance Division of PT and Desor Aroma, a well-established Indonesian manufacturer of food, flavor, and fragrance ingredients since 1968. With a strong commitment to research, innovation, and sustainability, they use Indonesian botanicals and other natural ingredients to create a wide range of everyday products. Everyone, let's hear the presentation of Miss Pamela. A round of applause, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pamela, and I'm coming from Indeso. For those who never heard of Indeso before, we are manufacturing for essential oil and natural extracts. Okay. Today, I will be sharing about from nature to nurture, the rise of natural ingredients in Indonesian hair care. Okay. Today's agenda, we will see about the Indonesia customer and healthcare insight, and also I will share you a little bit about healthcare ingredients review. Okay. Okay, the key trends. Okay, Indonesia beauty priorities as a diverse and inclusive. Indonesia is home to one of the fastest developing markets in beauty. So, as the rise of the Asian middle class, the effects are a lot of customers are enjoying improved financial stability. The result is they are willing to invest more in premium and high quality healthcare products. So we are seeing the shift from the basic mass market offering to more specialized and more effective solutions that cater to specific healthcare needs. We are seeing also currently we are having a lot of young, socially and identity diverse population. So the effects, they are following global trends very closely. So we are seeing a lot of key beauty trends in Indonesia, and they are also frequent beauty shoppers. Meanwhile, because they are young, they don't have enough money to buy something more expensive, so they are looking for Indonesian local products, for more cost-efficient products. Okay, we are seeing significant shift for healthcare sector in Indonesia. First one, we are seeing demand for sustainability. A lot of Indonesian customers are increasingly seeking environmentally friendly products, and this has led to a rise in vegan, biodegradable and eco-certified haircare lines. The second one, we are seeing increased use of traditional ingredients. We are seeing a lot of traditional and locally sourced ingredients like coconut oil, turmeric, ginger are being integrated into modern formulations. And these ingredients are valued for their cultural significance and efficacy in addressing common hair concerns like dryness and dandruff. The third one, we are seeing innovative natural solutions, the integration of advanced formulation using natural ingredients. For example, non-comedogenic emollients are naturally derived surfactants is growing, and the companies are focusing on delivering both performance and sustainability. We are seeing also emphasis on wellness. Haircare products are often promote holistic benefits, such as emotional well-being and stress relief by including soothing ingredients like lavender or chamomile oil. For the wellness, Indonesian customers, especially in urban areas, are more conscious on their appearance and are keen to maintain healthy and attractive hair. Okay, the hair care key trends. The first one, we are seeing preference for natural and herbal ingredients. So we are seeing Indonesian customer shows a strong inclination towards product featuring traditional and natural ingredients, and also diverse product segment. Sorry, for the natural and herbal ingredients, these are often associated with promoting healthy hair and align also with the growing demand for organic and chemical-free products. The second one, we are seeing diverse product segment with popular categories. Regular one, we are seeing shampoo, conditioner, styling agent, hair oils, and hair colorant. But on top of that, we are seeing a lot of innovation, especially in the areas driven by both premium and mass market brands. We are seeing a lot of, especially scalp health product this year. So this year, scalp care is a significant focus in Indonesia hair care, with strong emphasis on treating the scalp as extension of skincare. So the skinification, if you are all aware, is a trend that involve using advanced products like scalp serums or scrubs or peels or visual shampoos that focus on maintaining healthy scalp environment to improve hair health. So nowadays customers are becoming increasingly aware of the link between scalp health and the overall hair health. Okay, third one, we are seeing e-commerce growth. So the online retail is expanding rapidly as one of the distribution channel for hair products. This allows greater access to a variety of products, and also for health and beauty stores, supermarkets, and hair salons became important outlets as well. And the fourth one, we are seeing influence of local culture. The market is heavily influenced by traditional beauty practices. They are creating opportunities for brands to integrate modern science with cultural heritage. Okay, we are seeing trend comparison over the years. Since 2021, we can see the customer are prioritizing on from health recovery post-pandemic, and the focus is in the affordability of the hair products. You can see for the next year, we are moving the trend moving to the personalization and inclusivity. We are seeing increasing male grooming products and also start of sustainability conscious. In the next year, 2023, we can see hybrid beauty and digital expansion. So we are seeing product that are combining hair care and also styling. We are starting also e-commerce booming and also focus on clean beauty. Well, this year we are seeing focus on holistic wellness and also luxury. So we will see a lot of functional fragrances like hair grease or hair perfume, and it will combine with the essential oil, aromatherapy benefits, and also luxurious scent. So this has become a significant trend to cater customers seeking for multi-sensory experiences. The next one, we are seeing a lot of technology-driven solutions like scalp analysis devices or other smart devices. And also we are seeing a lot of customized product recommendation from digital platform. And the next one, we are seeing hijab-specific innovation. A lot of brands such as Sari Ayu, they are developing hair-specific products that are addressing problems specifically mentioned by the hijab users, such as scalp dryness and also other control. The last one is sustainability advance. We are seeing a lot of refillable packaging and also biodegradable formula. Overall, during these years, we are seeing cultural influences remain steady, with local ingredients as a highlight, and also solution for hijab wearing is being consistently used throughout the years. And also, technology and sustainability trends escalated, reflecting global shift in customer values and behavior. And this trajectory highlights Indonesia's dynamic healthcare market. They are adapting to local and global trends while being culturally resident focused. So this we will see. We will share about the ingredients with you. Okay, there are several popular ingredients for hair care this year. Overall, Indonesian hair market highlights natural ingredients as a primary focus. They are aligning with trends for sustainability and wellness. The first one, we are seeing a lot of coconut oil and derivatives, as they are known for their deep conditioning and scalp health. Due to their local availability, we can find them easily, and also this is has been used for a long time for traditional use. The second one, we are seeing a lot of aloe vera, as they are frequently including for the moisturizing properties and soothing properties. The third one, we are seeing a lot of herbal and traditional extracts. The same ingredients you can find in your daily jamu, such as ginger and turmeric. They are getting a lot of popularities due to their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits. And the last one is essential oil. Ingredients like rosemary, clove, and citronella oils are being integrated into products for their benefits in promoting hair growth and improving scalp health. And they also often used in hijab products. We are seeing these three new oils also getting a lot of traction internationally. The first one is banana oil, second one is sage oil, third one is prickly pear oil. Maybe it will influence local market as well. You guys can visit our website for more information for natural essential oil and extracts. Next one, I will share about the fragrance notes. This is to share some of the fragrance preferences influenced by cultural influences. So overall, hair care products in Indonesia, based on the climate consideration and also growing demands for functional and personal scent. These are 6 fragrances that reflect a balance of freshness and warmth and botanical authenticity. So the first one is citrus, fresh and citrusy notes. We are seeing they are very popular in tropical climates, as such as lemon, bergamot, mandarin, as they are giving clean and energizing effects. They are also aligned with the freshness, especially in this Indonesia humid environment. The second one is floral accents. We are seeing a lot of jasmine or and frangipani, plumeria. They are highly favored for their sweet and exotic profile. They are often also linked to Indonesia's stand, and they are giving feminine and luxurious touch to the hair care. The third one, we are seeing herbal and earthy notes, such as sandalwood, patchouli, vetiver. They are giving grounding effects and also calming effects. They also resonating with Indonesia, rich heritage in herbal treatment and also wellness tradition. The fourth one, we are seeing fruity elements such as several tropical fruits like coconut, mango, and pineapple are becoming trendy and also reflecting vibrant and playful aroma. And they also flavoring. Almond, we are seeing a lot of lemongrass, ginger, cardamom notes. Also notable for their dual purpose for qualities and also giving aromatic and aromatic benefits. They also add local preference for natural products. And the last one is functional fragrance. Self-infused with essential oil basically. So such as lavender and rosemary. They are valued for the mood enhancing properties and also stress relieving. They also align with the global trends in wellness and functionality. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Pamela. Do we have questions for Ms. Pamela? Okay, no one. If you have questions, we can discuss it later in the open forum. Thank you, Ibu Pamela. A round of applause, everybody. So before we continue to our last speaker from Colliers, we will have a short break, a 30-minute break. Again, we have slots for the factory tour, so please stay because later I will announce the final list of the attendees. Also, we will have a raffle draw, so if you brought your networking cards, try to complete all the 12 colors and submit to us to qualify for the raffle draw. Okay, see you later.
From cells to genes, from discovery to construction. Open the door to the unknown world. Peptides are tiny, but they have the power to reverse. G-Tide Biotech in every quest. Discover the hidden secrets of polypeptide skincare raw materials and pharmaceutical intermediates. From research and development, production, customization, with unique liquid phase synthesis technology, has become the beauty peptide raw material industry well-known enterprises. Active peptide is the only designated official production base in the world. Dr. Bin Liu, the founder and chief scientist of the company, has been honored in the United States for decades. Illinois Special Contribution Award for New Drug Research and Development. Honorary title of Overseas Special Expert of Taishan Scholars in Shandong Province. G-Tide Biotech has been awarded as the most growing enterprise in China Overseas Students Pioneer Park for many times. Through molecules, see the vitality of life. To establish a biomedical research and development platform with world-renowned universities and enterprises, with 10,000 square meters of high-standard production plant and research and testing laboratory, GMP production workshop and chemical park production base, set up 2 one-stop service centers in China and the United States, focus on the industry for more than 20 years. G-Tide Biotech based on the forefront of science and technology. Leading the development of the world's first blue copper peptide group standard, the company's products successfully passed the iOS 9001 quality management system. More than dozens of invention patents have been obtained, from peptide design to batch beauty peptide raw material production. We adhere to the high standard of biomedical production concept and sustainable green development. The liquid phase synthesis technique was used. A variety of peptide products have been developed. Copper peptide,
world's first applied beauty peptide. Copper peptide inventor Dr. Laurent Picard strongly recommended to the world. A single hexapeptide cake used by the U.S. CERT in its authoritative safety assessment literature products are exported to more than 30 countries and regions in the world and have reached a cooperative relationship with well-known brands at home and abroad. At the same time, it is also jointly developed by Harvard University, Stanford University, Scripps Research Institute, and other institutions. Open a whole new era of life G-Thai biotech. We are willing to explore more abundant application scenarios of peptide raw materials with you and share interesting peptide research and development process. Let G-Thai be delivered to every corner of the world. To build a young, healthy, and sustainable future for mankind.
In nature, tens of thousands of years are required for an amino acid sequence to evolve. But in biosynthesis technology, only one day is enough. With the development of biosynthesis technology, medicine, new materials, etc., make progress in the food shortage and energy scarcity are relieved. Therefore, the biosynthesis technology, the push for carbon neutrality, green and sustainable development, which will promote human society into a new era. In the era of biological information, people can analyze nature and then code atoms to establish network structures based on different algorithms and synthesize different functional proteins, cell bodies, muscular, tissues, organs, and even living bodies. Jimbo Pharma focuses on life sciences and successfully completes 7 collagen structure analysis items, which are included in the International Protein Data Bank, EDB. Jimbo Pharma has prepared the world's first recombinant humanized type 3 collagen in more than 20,000 experiments, which is a functional protein with the same sequence and structure as human collagen and at higher activity. Humanized collagen can intelligently identify cell loss, urge cells to conduct deep learning like AI, complete cell self-regulation in 28 days, and realize tissue and organ repair and reconstruction to obtain maximum benefits at a low resource and environmental cost. Jimbo Pharma is the first in the world to realize the standardized mass production of recombinant humanized type 3 collagen. It synthesizes collagen in E. coli by cell factory and biosynthesis technology, achieves large-scale production through fermentation technology, and obtains ultra-pure collagen with a purity higher than 99.9% through purification technology. Adherent to the principle of green and sustainable development, safety, controllability, and large-scale production, Jimbo Pharma has broken through the 3 major problems in the application of biological science, making technology applied in not only laboratory, but also tens of millions of families. Jimbo Pharma is a biological science research and development platform for planning the future of life and exploring the limits of life research.
OCI is a regulatory affair technical service provider, 2006 established and headquartered in China, Beijing. OCI generates and covers the business legal compliance of raw materials and finished products at Far East and ASEAN areas. OCI is the vendors of the 120 multinational corporations of world's top 500 to be their technical consulting agent and service provider respectively. Currently, our compliance business covers 4 aspects in the fields of chemicals, cosmetics, and new and breed, novel food and food additives, fertilizers, feed and pet food, assessment reports of compliance strategies for imported products, technical support for supply chain compliance, etc., as well as technical support for policies and regulations prior to the launch of new products to ensure that the new raw materials and products are compliant. Gain market access, safe and environmental protection. OCI has been providing services for 14 years, focusing on product safety and environmental protection, specializing in the experience of system compliance and administrative license in different regions, sensitive to the nuances of our customers, fulfilling the OECD and WTO industry ethics, practicing 5A commitments with high efficiency and speed, stage transparency, information security, risk alerts, and value-added services continuously, and developing together with raw materials and product companies with efficiency and success rate as the service goal. OCI is a regulatory affair technical service provider, 2006 established and headquartered in China, Beijing. OCI generates and covers the business legal compliance of raw materials and finished products at Far East and ASEAN areas. OCI is the vendors of the 120 multinational corporations of World's Top 500 to be their technical consulting agent and service provider respectively. Currently, our compliance business covers 4 aspects in the fields of chemicals, cosmetics, and new ingredient, novel food and food additives, fertilizers, feed and pet food, assessment reports of compliance strategies for imported products, technical support for supply chain compliance, etc., as well as technical support for policies and regulations prior to the launch of new products to ensure that the new raw materials and products are compliant. Gain market access, safe, and environmental protection. OCI has been providing services for 14 years, focusing on product safety and environmental protection, specializing in the experience of system compliance and administrative license in different regions, sensitive to the nuances of our customers, fulfilling the OECD and WTO industry ethics, practicing 5A commitments with high efficiency and speed, stage transparency, information security, risk alerts, and value-added services continuously, and developing together with raw materials and product companies with efficiency and success rate as the service goal.
from cells to genes, from discovery to construction. Open the door to the unknown world. Peptides are tiny, but they have the power to reverse. G-Tide Biotech in every quest. Discover the hidden secrets of polypeptide skincare raw materials and pharmaceutical intermediates. From research and development, production, customization, with unique liquid phase synthesis technology, has become the beauty peptide raw material industry well-known enterprises. Active peptide is the only designated official production base in the world. Dr. Bing Yu, the founder and chief scientist of the company, has been honored in the United States for decades. Illinois Special Contribution Award for New Drug Research and Development. Honorary title of Overseas Special Expert of Taishan Scholars in Shandong Province. G-Tide Biotech has been awarded as the most growing enterprise in China Overseas Students Pioneer Park for many times. Through molecules, see the vitality of life. To establish a biomedical research and development platform with world-renowned universities and enterprises, with 10,000 square meters of high-standard production plant and research and testing laboratory, GMP production workshop and chemical park production base, set up 2 one-stop service centers in China and the United States, focus on the industry for more than 20 years. G-Tide Biotech based on the forefront of science and technology. Leading the development of the world's first blue copper peptide group standard, the company's products successfully passed the ISO 9001 quality management system. More than dozens of invention patents have been obtained, from peptide design to batch beauty peptide raw material production. We adhere to the high standard of biomedical production concept and sustainable green development. The liquid phase synthesis technique was used. A variety of peptide products have been developed. Copper peptide, the world's first applied beauty peptide. Copper peptide inventor Dr. Loren Pickup strongly recommended to the world. Acetyl-hexapeptide data, used by the U.S. CERT in its authoritative safety assessment literature and products, are exported to more than 30 countries and regions in the world, and have reached a cooperative relationship with well-known brands at home and abroad. At the same time, it is also jointly developed by Harvard University, Stanford University, Scripps Research Institute, and other institutions. Open a whole new era of life G-Tide Biotech. We are willing to explore more abundant application scenarios of peptide raw materials with you and share interesting peptide research and development process. Let G-Tide be delivered to every corner of the world. To build a young, healthy, and sustainable future for mankind.
In nature, tens of thousands of years are required for an amino acid sequence to evolve. But in biosynthesis technology, only one day is enough. With the development of biosynthesis technologies, medicine, new materials, etc., make progress in the food shortage and energy scarcity are relieved. Therefore, the biosynthesis technology is equipped for carbon neutrality, green sustainable development, which will promote human society into a new era. In the era of biological information, people can analyze nature and then code atoms to establish network structures based on different algorithms and synthesize different functional proteins, cell bodies, muscular, tissues, organs, and even living bodies. Jimbo Pharma focuses on life sciences and successfully completes 7 collagen structure analysis items, which are included in the International Protein Data Bank, EDB. Jimbo Pharma has prepared the world's first recombinant humanized type 3 collagen through more than 20,000 experiments, which is a functional protein with the same sequence and structure as human collagen and a higher activity. Humanized collagen can intelligently identify cell loss, urge cells to conduct deep learning like AI, complete cell self-regulation in 28 days, and realize tissue and organ repair and reconstruction to obtain maximum benefits at a low resource and environmental cost. Jimbo Pharma is first in the world to realize the standardized mass production of recombinant humanized type 3 collagen. It synthesizes collagen in E. coli by cell factory and biosynthesis technology, achieves large-scale production through fermentation technology, and obtains ultra-pure collagen with a purity higher than 99.9% through purification technology. Adhering to the principle of green and sustainable development, safety, controllability, and large-scale production, Jimbo Pharma has broken through the 3 major problems in the application of biological drugs. Making technology applied in not only laboratory, but also tens of millions of families. Jimbo Pharma is a biological science research and development platform for planning the future of life and exploring the limits of life research.
OCI is a regulatory affair technical service provider, 2006 established and headquartered in China, Beijing. OCI generates and covers the business legal compliance of raw materials and finished products at Far East and ASEAN areas. OCI is the vendors of the 120 multinational corporations of World Stock 500 to be their technical consulting agent and service provider, respectively. Currently, our compliance business covers 4 aspects in the fields of chemicals, cosmetics, and new ingredients, novel food and food additives, fertilizers, feed and pet food, assessment reports of compliance strategies for imported products, technical support for supply chain compliance, etc., as well as technical support for policies and regulations prior to the launch of new products to ensure that the new raw materials and products are compliant. Gain market access, safe and environmental protection. OCI has been providing services for 14 years, focusing on product safety and environmental protection, specializing in the experience of system compliance and administrative license in different regions, sensitive to the nuances of our customers, fulfilling the OECD and WTO industry ethics, practicing 5A commitments with high efficiency and speed, stage transparency, information security, risk alert, and value-added services continuously, and developing together with raw materials and product companies with efficiency and success rate as the service goal. OCI is a regulatory affair technical service provider, 2006 established and headquartered in China, Beijing. OCI generates and covers the business legal compliance of raw materials and finished products at Far East and ASEAN areas. OCI is the vendors of the 120 multinational corporations of World Stock 500 to be their technical consulting agent and service provider, respectively. Currently, our compliance business covers 4 aspects in the fields of chemicals, cosmetics, and new ingredients, novel food and food additives.
Hello everyone. We still have slots for your factory tour. So those who would like to join, please come here to list your name and company before we resume to our next speaker. Thank you.
The launch of new products to ensure that the new raw materials and products are compliant. Gain market access, safe and environmental protection. OCI has been providing services for 14 years, focusing on product safety and environmental protection, specializing in the experience of system compliance and administrative license in different regions, sensitive to the nuances of our customers, fulfilling the OECD and WTO industry ethics, practicing 5A commitments with high efficiency and speed, stage transparency, information security, risk alerts, and value-added services continuously, and developing together with raw materials and product companies with efficiency and success rate as the service goal.
cells to genes, from discovery to construction. Open the door to the unknown world. Peptides are tiny, but they have the power to reverse. G-Time Biotech in every quest. Discover the hidden secrets of polypeptide skincare raw materials and pharmaceutical intermediates. From research and development, production, customization, with unique liquid phase synthesis technology, has become the beauty peptide raw material industry well-known enterprises. Active peptide is the only designated official production base in the world. Dr. Bingley Yu, the founder and chief scientist of the company, has been honored in the United States for decades. Illinois Special Contribution Award for New Drug Research and Development. Honorary title of Overseas Special Expert Taishan Scholars in Shandong Province. G-Time Biotech has been awarded as the most growing enterprise China Overseas Students Pioneer Park for many times. Through molecules, see the vitality of life. To establish a biomedical research and development platform with world-renowned universities and enterprises, with 10,000 square meters of high-standard production plant and research and testing laboratory, GMP production workshop and chemical plant production base, set up 2 one-stop service centers from China and the United States, focus on the industry for more than 20 years. G-Time Biotech based on the forefront of science and technology. Leading the development of the world's first blue copper peptide food standard, the company's products successfully passed the iOS 9001 quality management system. More than dozens of invention patents have been obtained, from peptide design to batch beauty peptide raw material production. We adhere to the high standard of biomedical production concept and sustainable green development. The liquid phase synthesis technique is used. A variety of peptide products have been developed. Copper peptide, the world's first applied 3D peptide. Copper peptide inventor Dr. Laurent Picard strongly recommended to the world. Acetohexapeptide kit, used by the U.S. Surgeon as authoritative safety assessment literature and products are exported to more than 30 countries and regions in the world, and have reached a cooperative relationship with well-known brands like Coke and Abroad. At the same time, it is also jointly developed by Harvard University, Stanford University, Scripps Research Institute, and other institutions. Open a whole new era of life G-Time Biotech. We are willing to explore more abundant application scenarios of peptide raw materials to view and share interesting peptide research and development process. Let G-Time be delivered to every corner of the world. To build a young, healthy, and sustainable future for mankind.
In nature, tens of thousands of years are required for an amino acid sequence to evolve. But in biosynthesis technology, only one day is enough. With the development of biosynthesis technology, medicine, new materials, etc., make progress in food shortage and energy scarcity currently. Therefore, the biosynthesis technology is equipped with carbon neutrality, green and sustainable development, which will promote human society into a new era. In the era of biological information, people can analyze nature and then code atoms to establish network structures based on different algorithms and synthesize different functional proteins, cell bodies, musculosa, tissues, organs, and even living bodies. Jimbo Pharma focuses on life sciences and successfully completes 7 collagen structure analysis items, which are included in the International Protein Data (EDP). Jimbo Pharma has prepared the world's first recombinant humanized type of marine collagen through more than 20,000 experiments, which is a functional protein, the same sequence and structure as human collagen and at higher activity.
Welcome back, delegates. I would like to check if these people are here, because these are the people who emailed me a week ago, and they said they would like to join the tour. Aura Bidara. Miss Aura Bidara? She's not here? Or is she outside? You don't know? I don't know too. Okay, let's, for now, I will cross her out. I will remove her from the list because she's not here. Mr. or Miss Resco Media. Also not here. Okay, so it means we have 2 more slots available. Miss Alidia Lardin. Not here. Okay, let me check because maybe they're outside. Okay, maybe I will just announce the names after our last speaker, just to make sure they're still here. Okay, let's now move back to our presentation. Our last speaker is already there, the Research Director of Colliers, who will guide us through the topic of demand drivers of personal care products in ASEAN and impact on industrial space absorption. Before joining Colliers, he worked as a research manager for a research and consultancy firm where he specialized in business, political, and macroeconomic analysis. He also contributed to several consultancy projects with multilateral agencies, providing research support and policy recommendations to key government officials and top executives of multinational corporations in the Philippines. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Joey Roy Bondok. A round of applause, everyone.
Thank you, Lily. It's my turn to present. Good morning to all of you. And before we head to our lunch break and join the company tour, so let me just provide updates on what's happening across Southeast Asia and what are the demand drivers that really make Southeast Asia a very attractive location for manufacturing companies, including your companies. And why are you looking at Southeast Asia in general? So you see all these pictures, all these plastics, packaging, manufacturing, and what's really driving the demand for these products is the very strong economic growth that we are seeing across Southeast Asia. If you look at Southeast Asia right now, Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, they are growing at a very rapid pace. So imagine Vietnam growing by about 6%. If you look at Indonesia, 5%. If you look at Malaysia, almost 5%. Every year, that's from 2023 up to 2024. And the forecasts are in fact very good, north of 5%. So definitely, we see a lot of potential for this region. Because even the World Bank is saying that there's a lot of potential for consumers. If you look at countries such as Singapore, of course, well, of course, Singapore is a highly industrialized country. considered as a high-income nation by the World Bank. So GDP per capita is north of $13,000. Other countries, including Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, they are considered as upper middle income, earning from about $4,500 to almost $14,000 per person every year. So again, if you are a manufacturer of consumer products, of facial wash, for example, of lotion, of other essentials, daily needs of consumers, it's very important that you look at these countries. Are the citizens of these countries able to purchase your products? And I understand that these are the countries that really have a lot of potential in terms of economic growth. When you look at Southeast Asia, the GDP per capita or the income per capita, Thailand, $7,200 in 2023, Vietnam, $4,300, where we are right now, Indonesia, $4,900. Of course, Singapore is an outlier, of course, being a highly industrialized country, $84,700. But if you take Singapore out, you have the other Southeast Asian countries that continue to emerge strongly. Again, I'm talking about Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, and of course, Thailand. And the forecasts are even looking very good, because if you look at the growth forecast, 5-6% growth beyond 2024, and how have they grown over the years? So as you can see here, starting 2008, that's about what? A 2 to 5% growth. If you look at Indonesia, very encouraging, 4.6% growth. That's in 2023. In fact, in terms of GDP per capita, this only indicates that the incomes of Indonesians are the fastest growing across Southeast Asia. And again, that's a very good news for you, manufacturing locators, manufacturing companies. So why you should aggressively look at Indonesia for your future expansion. So household consumption is a major driver of Indonesian economy. In fact, not just Indonesia, but across Southeast Asia. So you have major households that are really driving and fueling economic growth. So if you look at Indonesia here, that's 5% growth, and one of the fastest in Southeast Asia, only behind Thailand as well as Philippines. If you look at other countries and the population right now, so again, Indonesia, as you can see here, has the biggest population in the region. That's 278 million as of 2023. So trailing Indonesia are the likes of the Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, Myanmar, Malaysia, Cambodia, and Singapore down the line. So again, I would like to connect the dots. If you have GDP per capita growing at about what, 4 or 5% every year, and you have this population, definitely this makes Indonesia a very attractive manufacturing location. Why? You don't just have the supply chain here in Indonesia. What's encouraging is that you also have all this demand drivers, population that is growing in terms of number and also in terms of capacity to purchase your products. Now, if you look at annual population growth across Southeast Asia, so Singapore is of course relatively a much slower, smaller country, and as you can see here, growing by 4.9%. But outside of Singapore, we have the likes of Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam, growing by about 1 to 1.5% in terms of population growth. Again, this is still a very positive news, especially for Indonesia, because again, you have the largest population across the region. But if you are growing by about 1.5% at a stable, sustained pace, and your GDP is growing at a much faster pace, say 5-6%. That is an encouraging indicator for your economy. Now, this is very encouraging because it's not just crucial that you have a large population. It's not just important that your population is growing at a sustained pace. But what's important is that the number of Indonesians contributing greatly to your economy is very large. So again, Indonesia, 68% of your population is part of the working age. This only means that they are actively working and actively contributing to your economy. And this is very important consideration for your next expansion because even if you have a population of more than 200 million, but much of your population is not working, meaning they're not actively driving or fueling the economy, well, it doesn't really make sense to invest heavily in that country. What's very positive for Indonesia is that while you have a population of almost 280 million, look at this indicator, almost 70% is coming from the working age. And again, this is of course, one of the major reasons why Indonesia continues to attract a lot of consumer brands, multinational corporations, and they continue to expand here, which is a very good news for your industrial sector. Again, look at your population age group, as I mentioned earlier. As you can see here, if you look at the 20 to 59 age bracket, about 52% is coming from this age group in Indonesia. In fact, one of the highest in the region. So again, another encouraging and interesting figure for your population. If you look at the median age, for instance, in Indonesia, 29. In fact, one of the youngest in the region. The Philippines, of course, the youngest at 25. Indonesia, second youngest, 29. Malaysia, 31. Vietnam, 32. So, if your average age is 29 or assume 30, imagine you still have 30, 35 years to work actively. And this part of your population will be actively contributing and fueling your economy moving forward. Another major demand driver for your consumer products. This is a very important indicator. And I come from a country that is already happy with what? $10 billion in foreign direct investments in a single year. Well, we'll be happy if we attract $10 billion. But your country is attracting double, triple of what we are attracting. Look at 2023, $22 billion compared to $8 billion in Malaysia, $9 billion in the Philippines, $18.5 billion in Vietnam. And I think one key indicator here is that you've already opened a lot of your sectors for foreign investment. You're very welcoming to foreign direct investments, manufacturers here in your country. And they really see a lot of potential. It's very easy to do business here relatively compared to other nations across Southeast Asia. Of course, you are battling corruption, red tape, and you have been very successful in your initiatives to combat bureaucracy in the government transactions. And again, that is a major attraction to a lot of foreign companies that are planning to open shop here in your country. Now, FDI, so the foreign direct investments, as a percentage of GDP across Southeast Asia, as you can see here, Indonesia 1.6%, Singapore the highest at about 35%, mainly because Singapore, of course, is a major financial hub in the region. So you have a lot of multinational banks that are opening in Singapore. Manufacturing as a percentage of GDP. So, if you look at your economic output, what really propels your economic growth, of course, is also manufacturing. Mainly because you all see all these major players, the plastics packaging manufacturers, the manufacturers of shampoo, facial wash, and other consumer Again, this is one key indicator for the manufacturing sector. Again, mainly attracted by your young, dynamic, millennial, Gen Z dominated population. This is a very interesting indicator. This is called the Purchasing Managers Index, or PMI. So some of you that are from the manufacturing sector are probably familiar with this. So an indicator of industrial and manufacturing expansion, a score that is above 50 indicates expansion of manufacturing operations. And what's interesting is that Indonesia, in fact, has the highest Purchasing Managers Index across the region. And over the past few years, Indonesia has been able to really record or post a PMI score of more than 50, indicating that since 2021, your manufacturing operations here have really been expanding. Exports as a percentage of GDP, as you can see here, Indonesia, about 1% of your GDP is coming from your exports. That is as of 2020. Now, some of you I saw when we had this presentation in Chonburi back in Thailand. Chonburi, of course, is the industrial city of Thailand. And what's encouraging is that I understand that this is one industrial city that should be replicated in other countries. Why? Because within that 4,000 hectare development, you have service offices, office buildings, you have a data center, hotels, hospital, and a fire station. It's the live, work, play, shop lifestyle that is present in an integrated community, in an industrial park. And we believe that this is a very interesting model that other countries can follow, because it's not just the global manufacturing supply chain, of course, that you would want in an industrial city. You would also want to have your own commercial space, your own retail center, your own hotel, hospital. It is the 15-minute community rule, as we always say in property development. This is very interesting. Look at the number of locators, 806. So a gamut of locators, so you have manufacturers and other suppliers of those manufacturing companies. In Singapore also, we're seeing this example. So the Science and Technology Industrial Park, STIP, so it houses universities, a very interesting feature, because if you are primarily into manufacturing, of course, you can offer courses that are allied with manufacturing services, also R&D facilities, which is of course connected to the academic institutions within this industrial park. Industrial hubs, of course, are present, residential communities, condominium projects, but also there's that play concept within this live, work, play, shop community in Singapore. So you don't just have industrial spaces or universities or research and development facilities. You also have golf courses as well as theme parks. So if you're looking for locations and where should you invest, I think these examples of industrial parks are very ideal. So it's happening across the region. So we see that in Indonesia, we see that in Thailand, we see that in Singapore, and in the Philippines also, we're also starting to see this concept proliferating. So for the manufacturing sector, but for the industrial segment in general, what are we seeing? So definitely the expansion of industrial spaces. We're also seeing sustained interest from manufacturing companies. So again, some of you joined us in Chonburi, and we see a lot of interest from Japanese companies, manufacturers. I understand that here in Indonesia, you don't just have Japanese, you also have Chinese manufacturers. And again, what we're seeing is the popularity of this live, work, play, shop lifestyle within your industrial centers. But what do you need to watch out for moving forward? So I want to highlight here the global geopolitical risk. Of course, what's happening in Israel, Palestine. You have the United States concluding its elections. How will the second Trump presidency affect your trade policy with the United States? That is very important. Will the American companies now limit their manufacturing operations outside of the United States? And will that limit the inflow, constrict the investment inflows into your country, in Indonesia? So that has to be observed moving forward. Logistics have been increasing, and we believe that this is also partly because of the war in Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Palestine, and of course other conflicts across the globe. Inflation remains elevated in this region, Southeast Asia. Interest rates also remain high. So we're seeing this in Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, and even in Indonesia. There are some countries, while we see a young average, the percentage of those aged 50 and above is increasing. So, countries such as Thailand and South Korea, for example, the average age 40 and 45. And I think that while we see some opportunities, because they will likely be outsourcing their manufacturing operations to relatively younger countries, including Indonesia and Vietnam. Of course, we don't want to see that happening in our own country. So we need to make sure that the technology transfer is very efficient. Those coming from the younger batches are fully equipped with the manufacturing skills so that your manufacturing capabilities will be sustained or even be improved. Prices of construction materials have been increasing, and we see this across the region, resulting in more expensive cost of constructing industrial buildings, industrial spaces, warehouses for your manufactured goods. So hopefully, we see better prospects given that the inflation is starting to taper. We might see lower cost of construction materials moving forward. But these are the positives. What are the demand drivers in the region? Again, we have a young, dynamic population that continues to fuel spending, and they continue to propel the growth of the manufacturing sector, especially the FMCG sector, fast-moving consumer goods, rising income per capita. So, this is seen across the region, whether you go to Thailand, whether you go to Malaysia, Vietnam, Philippines, the GDP per capita of individuals, of residents are definitely increasing, and that is a very positive news for the region. Sustained GDP growth. We have countries with GDP expanding between 5 to 6%. And of course, Indonesia is no exception. We have one of the fastest growing economies in Southeast Asia. The push for more manufacturing investment. So, we, of course, believe that if you provide much focus on manufacturing, that will be beneficial to your economy because you will be employing a lot of people. And this will definitely lift a lot of people, residents out of poverty. So it's important that more governments, more presidents or prime ministers really push for the attraction of more manufacturing, foreign direct investments. Infrastructure is improving. Of course, when you go to Singapore, you see high quality infrastructure. I remember I went to Jakarta in 2019, and your rail line is still being constructed. Now it's completed. And this is an indication that infrastructure is improving, not just in other Asian countries outside of Southeast Asia, but also within Southeast Asia. Infrastructure connectivity, infrastructure backbone, whether you talk about physical or digital infrastructure, both are definitely improving. And this will be very important for manufacturing locators, because if they are looking for expansion sites, say outside of China, outside of Taiwan, they'll be scouting for countries that have very efficient infrastructure, because a well-functioning and an improved infrastructure network will likely result in lower cost of transporting goods. So that is a crucial factor for a lot of manufacturing locators. And of course, business-friendly policies. Is your president really accommodating the foreign direct investments? Is your new prime minister, for example, for other Southeast Asian countries, more accommodating to these manufacturing investments and pledges? Are they going around Europe, America to attract a lot of investments? It's important that they implement all these policies that are really friendly and accommodating to a lot of locators, because only then will they be able to attract a lot of job-generating foreign direct investments, especially those funneled into the manufacturing sector. So all these positives will definitely be very important for you, especially for Indonesia, that remains as one of the fastest growing economies in the region. You have, of course, a young, dynamic workforce that will continue to be employed in the manufacturing sector. Your incomes are growing, you're attracting a lot of foreign players. So you all have these very positive indicators we're seeing in the market right now. Hopefully, all these positives, all these tailwinds that we're seeing in the market will be sustained, and in fact even be improved moving forward, because all you want is a country that attracts all of these plastics manufacturing locators, heavy industry manufacturing tenants, because again, this will help in the evolution as well as the redefinition of your economy moving forward beyond 2024, even beyond 2025. It's really important that we put a lot of emphasis on manufacturing, on industrial sector, because this is one of the major players, one of the major sectors of your economy, and it will really lift a lot of people out of poverty. So that concludes my presentation. I understand that we still have time later for lunch and networking, so I'll be more than willing to answer some of your questions. I will give a copy of this presentation to the Secretariat of Rainier, so you may request a copy of my presentation and even look at other examples of industrial parks across the region. Corridor is very active in social media as well as across the region. So we have presence in China, Hong Kong, Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, Myanmar. And if you're looking for industrial spaces in those countries, warehouses, colliers will be more than willing to assist you. So thank you, and good morning to all of you.
Thank you, Sir Joey. Please stay on stage. We need to check if there will be some questions from the audience. We have from Mr. Lakmaki.
Joey.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Quite interesting. Of course, the Indian drivers in the region, ASEAN, you put all what is needed actually. But I miss here about the how would I say, education average. Okay, that's if we learn from China how fast that they grow within the decades, yeah, because they are very, very strong in the human resources, education and so on. And in this region, I think is the most important is also regarding this matter, because I see that here we need really innovation and the whole productivity and so on, that in order that we really can leverage our GDP as what here Singapore, for example, forced. So that might be also very much important.
Yes, sir. That's a very good point, and I agree. I think what's really important for the manufacturing sector to really evolve and grow, because of course it's not just important that we have manufacturing operations right now. We all have these technologies being employed. Artificial intelligence, we really need to upskill our workforce. That's why it's very important for every country to really employ a lot of technical vocational skills. That is very important. But a tech voc program, if I may add, that is aligned with what's happening globally. Because we have been seeing this, right? I went to Sean Boy also with Ringer. A lot of artificial intelligence being employed into manufacturing operations. And of course, we don't want our countries to be left behind, whether it's Vietnam, Indonesia, or the Philippines. We want to make sure that we are at par with what China has been implementing, with what Taiwan, for example. So NVIDIA, for example, which is a chip manufacturer that is primarily into artificial intelligence. Imagine that. We didn't see that a couple of decades ago, but now we see this artificial intelligence actively, aggressively being incorporated into manufacturing operations. I think we really need to keep pace with what's happening in the region right now. The only way we can do that and maximize our relatively younger population and working age segment is to really make sure that we have this top-notch tech box skills that is also being supported with artificial intelligence expertise. Thank you again for the question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, no more? No more, I think no more. Thank you again, Mr. Joey. A round of applause, everyone. Okay, so before we move on to the raffle draw, I would like to announce the names of those who made it to the list of attendees for the factory tour. Reminder to please be at the lobby by 12:30. We will ride the bus by 12:45. I will do a roll call, but if you're not there, then we're going to leave you. Okay? So, Miss Aura Bidara, Resto Nidia, Alia Nabin, Felix, Domian, Shoka Azam, Rita Herawati, Farah Said, Jacob Pondaag, Muhammad Gempur, Reni S. Isnaini Mahmuda, Hasan Fairuz Zahira, Ike Indrawanti, Sheryl Apostol, Raida Siaga, and Diandra. Okay? If you change your mind, let us know so we can replace you. Okay, again, please be at the lobby by 12:30. At this point, we will have our raffle draw. May I call on stage Mr. Axel? Okay. Maybe Mr. Henry Wibawa to join me on stage to draw the winners from the fish bowl. These are the people who were able to complete the marks or the colors from the 12 business sponsors.
I'm the drawer.
Yes. But the card should be complete with the colors. If not, disqualified. Okay? First winner.
The first winner, Liana Small. Can you read that? What's that? Farma Mindro Daya, the name is Liana Catherine. Liana Catherine. She's not here.
Is that you, Ibu?
From Farma.
You're not sure, PT Karma.
Again?
Sorry, Palos Negro.
Okay, congratulations. This is from courtesy of Daddy.
From Dain.
Oh, you need to check first. Okay, you have a free umbrella.
Alright. Second one is Effie Rumondo.
Wow, congratulations. Lucky winner. Please claim your prize, your free umbrella. It's very important because you know yesterday it was raining pretty heavily, right? So here's your umbrella. Photo with umbrella and cement. Our third winner.
Mấy ngày cô giáo ăn. Okay. The third winner, Andy. Sorry, Andy. Good.
Let me help you.
Indotex.
Andy Gunawan from Indotex.
Gunawan, sorry. Andy Gunawan, Indotex.
Pak Gunawan, he was here yesterday. Oh, that's so unfortunate. You missed your umbrella.
Fortunately. Okay. The next,
MP Marty.
Epi PTMI.
Congratulations. This is your umbrella.
Okay.
Last draw before our grand prizes.
Okay. The next umbrella goes to Fanny Curio. Big Seafood.
She's here. She's here because I saw her name on the list. From Big Food, Ibu Venti.
Fanny Curio.
Oh no! Please claim your umbrella from Daddy. Again, thank you to Daddy for giving us umbrellas for the raffle.
Okay.
Thank you. Now we go to the grand prizes. House and lot. I'm joking.
Go. It's a go. Okay. The grand prize, the first grand prize. Can you read that?
Yun Rival. Congratulations. Here's a gold bar for you.
All ladies, almost all ladies, huh? Okay.
Other guys aren't lucky enough today.
Sangat good.
Congratulations. Who will get the second gold bar? Let's find out.
That's the final one. All right. Again, ladies. No. That's a man. Felistio Yulianto. Clinic what?
Karyasai. I think not here.
Not yet. Fortunately. You lost your
Gold bar.
gold bar. Okay, now. Novi Figuriasi.
Novi Vijayanti.
From
Aura Bidara. Oh, that's the name. Aura Bidara. Is Aura Bidara?
also not yet.
Not here.
Wait,
Okay. If not, I will take home the gold bar. Vivi Adi Widodo. Pak Widodo.
Andi? Andi or Andi?
Oh, hello, sir.
Oh.
Congratulations. Please claim your prize.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Henkin. Congratulations to our winners. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all our dear delegates for coming here for the 2024 ASEAN Personal Care Technology Summit. You, the active delegates, our engaging speakers, generous business partners, and all the industry associations who supported earlier events in making this conference a success. I personally enjoyed hosting you today. And also, I would like to thank our, all of you. And we hope to see you again in the next conference. Thank you all so much. Okay, let me just announce once again the names of the factory tour. There were 3 people who were not here, so I'm going to replace them. This is the replacement for the 3 names who were not here because they were also called in the raffle draw, and now I just confirmed they're really not here. So Miss Betty Damarian from DP Food, please be at the lobby by 12:30. Penti Primajaya, Kurnyati from CD Rato Radin Arospaya. Okay, so these 3 people are included in the list. Please be at the lobby by 12:30. Okay, see you there. Our lunch is served at the Yoga restaurant. Happy lunch.